Hey everyone, if you're standing here wondering whether this Strongway mini electric chain hoist is the right move for your garage, workshop, or small job site, you're not alone. A lot of people hesitate because they don't want to drop cash on something that either won't handle their load or ends up being a hassle to set up. The good news is, this little hoist punches above its weight for the price, but it's not for everyone. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. Let's talk about who actually needs this thing. If you're lifting engines, boat anchors, or heavy machinery parts in a home garage or small workshop, this 2-ton hoist is a game changer. It runs on standard 110V power, so you don't need a dedicated industrial circuit or a generator, just plug it in and go. That's huge if you're working in a space where running new wiring isn't an option. I've seen people try to get by with hand chain hoists or come-alongs, but once they switch to this, they never go back. It's faster, safer, and way less tiring on your body. Now, the real value here isn't just in the lifting power, it's in the built-in safety features that most budget hoists skip. There's a high-performance friction clutch paired with a load brake, which means if you accidentally overload it or the motor stalls, the brake kicks in and stops the chain from running wild. That's not something you'll find on cheaper manual hoists, and it's a big reason why this one feels solid even when you're pushing its limits. Plus, the upper and lower limit switches prevent the chain from over-traveling, so you don't have to babysit it while it's running. That kind of peace of mind is worth a lot when you're dealing with heavy, awkward loads. But here's the thing, this hoist isn't a one-size-fits-all solution. If you're lifting something over 2 tons regularly, or if you need it for commercial use where it'll see heavy daily use, this might not be the best long-term pick. The motor is single-phase with carbon brushes, which means it's designed for intermittent use rather than constant heavy lifting. Over time, the brushes will wear down and need replacing, which adds a little maintenance hassle. It's not a deal-breaker for most home users, but if you're running it for hours every day, you'll want something built for industrial duty. Another thing to consider is the chain bag. It's a small detail, but it's actually really useful. The bag keeps the chain clean and prevents it from dragging on the floor or getting tangled when you're not using it. That might sound minor, but anyone who's ever dealt with a dirty or kinked chain knows how much of a pain it can be. It's one of those little features that makes the whole setup feel more professional. Where this hoist really shines is in tight spaces. If you've ever tried to maneuver a heavy load in a crowded garage or under a low ceiling, you know how frustrating it can be. The compact design and electric operation make it way easier to control the lift precisely, even in cramped areas. I've used it to lift transmissions, tool chests, and even small boat motors, and it handles them all without a sweat. The chain is also galvanized, so it's resistant to rust if you're working in a damp environment. That said, there are a couple of trade-offs you should know about. First, the chain itself is pretty standard. It's not the ultra-heavy-duty stuff you'd find on a pro-grade hoist. It's durable enough for most home and light workshop use, but if you're lifting something at the very top of the 2-ton limit, you might want to double-check the chain's condition over time. Second, the motor isn't the quietest. It's not obnoxiously loud, but if you're working in a shared space or a quiet shop, it's something to keep in mind. It won't wake the neighbors, but it's not whisper quiet either. So, who should buy this hoist? If you're a DIYer, a small shop owner, or someone who occasionally needs to lift heavy stuff without breaking your back, this is a fantastic choice. It's affordable, easy to set up, and the safety features give you real confidence when you're working with heavy loads. Just make sure you're not planning to use it for constant heavy lifting, and you'll be happy with it. Who should skip it? If you need something for commercial use, heavy daily lifting, or if you're lifting way over 2 tons, this isn't the right tool. You'd be better off investing in a more robust industrial hoist with a 3-phase motor and a heavier-duty chain. At the end of the day, this Strongway mini electric chain hoist is a solid piece of equipment that delivers real value for the price.